Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making an old favorite, and that is a millionaire pie. Chances are you've at least heard of this pie, if not eaten it or made it. It's an old favorite. It graced my grandmother's table many a time. It's something that you can just put together in minutes, and it's absolutely delicious. Now I'm starting with a block of cream cheese. This is 8 ounces, and I've let it come to room temperature. And to the cream cheese, I'm adding a can of sweetened condensed milk. I'm convinced if it's got sweetened condensed milk in it, it's got to be good. This stuff is amazing and transforms anything that's ordinary to absolutely delicious. Before I start stirring these two ingredients together, I am going to add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. This is fresh lemon juice, but feel free to use bottled if that's all you have. Don't eliminate the lemon juice. This is a really sweet pie, and the lemon juice just gives it a little something extra that offsets all of that sweetness, and it really makes a difference in the pie. Now I'm going to stir all of this together and just get it nicely well blended with no lumps. Let's see how I do. Well, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I did not do well. I had to pull out my mixer. It only took about 20 seconds, but it did get all of the lumps out of the cream cheese and just gave it this smooth and creamy look. Just this by itself would be good, but we're not stopping there. Now I've got a can, I believe this is 21 ounces of crushed pineapple, and that is all going right into this filling. I love the simplicity of this pie. My husband loves it. He loves pie. I can make a cake, and I usually have to stick a little bit of it in the freezer or give some of it away. But if I make a pie, I can assure you he will eat the whole thing. And I know that he'll do the same with this one. All right, my pineapple is blended in. And now I have a little over a half of a cup of mascherano cherries. I've rinsed these cherries and I've just done a rough chop on them, and I squeeze them dry in a paper towel. You don't want to add unrinsed cherries to this or you're going to have a red pie. If you want a red pie, then don't rinse them, but I don't want a red pie. So these are going right in. And I've got a half of a cup of chopped pecans. Now I'm going to reserve just a few of these because I want to garnish the top of my pie with more pecans. Now I'm going to stir this in, and what I'm going to do next is fold in an entire container of Coolwhip. And when you fold something in, you're just going to cut through the middle and go around your bowl. Just go around, cut through the middle, and keep doing that until it's all blended nicely. And I've got a handy dandy container for any of this that might not fit in my pie. I like to eat it by itself. You can just sprinkle the top with some graham cracker crumbs or not, or maybe a vanilla wafer. Yum. This looks delicious. Now you can add some toasted coconut to this. It's debatable, coconut or no coconut. For us, it's no coconut because we feel like the coconut overpowers it a little bit, and we really love that pineapple flavor. But if you want to add a half of a cup of coconut or either garnish it with some toasted coconut flakes, so good. Now I have a graham cracker crust, and a lot of times I use a store-bought crust, but I had a few extra minutes, so I just put this together. It just takes minutes, literally. It's 2.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs, half of a cup of sugar, either brown sugar or granulated sugar, and 1 stick of melted butter. I put it all in a Ziploc bag, shake it up, dump it in, press it down, and then stick it in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes until it browns. For me, it's just a no-brainer. I love the looks of a homemade crust, but I can assure you, if I were still eating at my grandmother's table, we would be eating this graham cracker crust, and we all love it to this day. Don't frown on the store-bought crust. They sure come in handy in a pinch. Now this is going right in to this pie crust. Woo-wee! Oh my goodness. Doesn't this look good? I'm telling you, this is one of the best pies that you'll ever have. Now, I saved a little bit just for a taste. See how we did. That brings back such wonderful memories. The taste is just sweet. The sweetness isn't overpowering because the lemon juice really did its job in this. And that sweetened condensed milk and cream cheese, it just doesn't get any better. And I don't know if you remember or not, Luby's and Wyatt's Cafeteria, Morrison's, they used to serve this pie. And it was always a favorite. As a matter of fact, my mother gave me a Luby's cookbook, and that pie is in it. And in the cookbook, it says, one of our most requested pies, and I can sure see why. Now this needs to sit up for a few hours. The cream cheese is going to re-solidify, and it just needs time to sit. I'm gonna go put this in the refrigerator, and in just a bit, I'll take it out and I'll show you how I'll garnish it. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna clean this bowl. My pie has been chilling, but quite honestly, it hasn't chilled enough. My husband just called and he said he's on his way home from work. So I am gonna finish this up and get started on supper. I wanted to show you real quick just a simple way to garnish it that looks so pretty. I'm just putting the cherries around the outer edges of the pie. Now again, I have rinsed these cherries, and these are whole. And I'm just pressing them in just a little bit. See how that's firmed up? The middle still needs to set up just a little bit, but it is looking good. When I told Jimmy that I had this for dessert, he was happy-eyed. Don't know what we're having for dinner. Well, yes, I do. We're having country fried steak, but I know that he will want to go straight to dessert. Now I'm taking a pecan and I'm placing it in between these cherries. Listen, if you serve this pie just like it is, I know that it would have just a phenomenal wow factor, but it's fun just to garnish it a bit and make it even prettier. I'm going to be sharing some of this, if my husband will let me, with my cousin and my aunt and my uncle. This makes a pretty big pie. As a matter of fact, this will make 2 of those store-bought pies. So this recipe will, like I said, easily make 2 pies. So I've got this, and let's see, I'm just going to take cherries, 3. They say to always decorate in odd numbers, and I'm going to sprinkle just a few little pecans on top. Well, what do you think? I think it looks pretty good, and I cannot wait to cut cut into this. But it does need to sit in the fridge for just a little bit longer before I do that. Listen, I wanted to share something real quick with you. Facebook has changed their formatting, and the food bloggers, including myself, are not real happy about it because we don't quite understand it yet. It's made it difficult to find our older videos. If you're looking for one of my archived videos, go to my YouTube channel, Kathy's Southern Kitchen, and pull up my videos, and you'll see almost 100 of them. I'm almost there. I can't believe it. I've been doing this for almost 2 years, and I've absolutely loved this journey with you. But you can find all of my older recipes. It's easy. You can just scroll through them and find exactly what you want. On Facebook right now, if you're wanting to find one of my older videos, you're gonna have to scroll through my page and a lot of stuff to get to it, and I apologize for that. But hopefully soon we'll learn how to fix that. You are a blessing to me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. I appreciate you pressing that like button, those comments that you share with me, and also for sharing my recipes with your friends. I hope you have a blessed day. I am going to go put this in the refrigerator and get started on supper. I'll see you next time.